Okay, hi everyone. Take these glasses off. All right, hi guys. Good to see you guys on. So just wanted to make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, awesome. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about what are some of the best weight loss tips for like extremely busy people, because that's a lot of the clients that we deal with, and so. So the focus is really, I'm going to be providing you guys with some tips and strategies on what you can do to make sure that you're prepared, that you can still get results even if you have like a super busy schedule. So my wife Lynn and I actually, what we do is, last month, part of our group, we were able to, impact like over 500 people, help them transform their bodies, and we found that there is a common pattern, right? So a lot of the people that we work with are extremely busy, they don't have time. They're very time poor, but they want to also get results at the same time. And I noticed that maybe I should produce a video to help you guys, to give you guys some pointers on how you can structure your time, your day, to make sure you get the best results possible. So for some of you guys, in order to help you guys get started, if you've never been introduced to what we do, my wife Lynn and I, we're actually running like a free 3-day online challenge. We're going to provide you with some coaching and some further tip, more personalized, to help you reach your goals. So if you're interested in that, do send us a DM after this or send us a message, and we'll surely get back to you straight afterwards. So really what I want to focus on today is, what are some of the tips that I provide to extremely busy people in terms to help them lose weight or lose body fat. So the first thing that I would say to you that's really, really important is you need to make sure, in order for you to become successful at anything, you need to make sure that you have tools within your tool belt to help you become successful. So the biggest problem that I notice people have is not having the right, not being prepared with their breakfast. That's usually the first and I think the most important meal for the day, because one, it fires up your metabolism to get your metabolism going. So to make sure that you have a plan in place, especially when it comes to your breakfast. So for example, one of the things that if you're working with us right now, one of the things that we encourage all of our clients to do, like the fastest way to get as much nutrients in as possible for breakfast is to do it via like a breakfast smoothie. So, we have our clients prepare their breakfast smoothie as the first thing in the day, because you think about this, right? Like for most of you guys, breakfast is one of those meals where you're getting the least amount of nutrients in, because usually you get your veggies and everything like that in during dinner. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I think is very important is you need to make sure you have a morning routine, right? For example, waking up and working out first thing in the morning is very, very important. It's important because you have the most amount of willpower, right? That's the first thing. Additional things that we encourage our clients to do is, for example, if you really want to step it up and not just elevate your health and fitness goals, but your life, is to wake up and find a way to center yourself. So doing some form of meditation. For some of you that don't meditate, you might be thinking that's just airy-fairy stuff, but 80% of the most successful people, especially when it comes to like CEOs, which are extremely busy, they all meditate for a reason, right? So if you don't have time, you need to make time for that. And obviously, waking up, moving your body is very, very important, because you understand that, you might have heard this saying before, your emotion is created by motion, by moving, right? So super, super important to try and structure your day. And maybe a really good exercise for you to do is, if you've never done this before, is to sit down and kind of craft out, what does the perfect day look like for you, and create that and have a plan in your mind, and wake up a little bit early if you can to make sure you structure that. Now, when it comes to working out, you really don't have to spend a lot of time in working out, because some people think, I don't have 45 minutes or 1 hour to work out. You could really do a high intensity interval training, which could take you like 15 minutes. And believe me, you can get results, is because my wife has lost over 11 kilos after her first pregnancy, just by focusing on doing like 15 minutes of like HIIT training, which is the best for like fat burning or weight loss, right? So you can find a way, even if you're a busy person, to make the structure work for you. So very important, you need to make sure you refine and optimize your breakfast, right? That's the first thing. It's the biggest mistake that we notice people make, right? The second thing is you need to move your body. It's very important, it's obvious, right? Ideally do it in the morning, because you have the most amount of willpower. Doing additional things such as meditate, making sure you get your sleep right is very important. And the last thing is as you guys always know, on my channel, we're always talking about like 80% of your results is going to come from nutrition. You need to optimize your nutrition, especially focusing on making sure for females you eat enough protein, for males not consuming too much, right? So finding that balance, whatever that is. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I might share a very quick story actually before we just finish off, just to inspire you guys of what's possible. So I work with a very busy executive. He's he lives in Singapore actually because we coach people around the world. He's lost 20 kilos with me so far, and he does very minimum exercise. Maybe 3 times a week. He's had the transformation of his life, and he's focused on doing, making sure that, just by the simple thing such as optimizing his breakfast, making sure that if he does work out, it's just quick workouts. And so applying these key things. So look, if you're looking for some help to personalize your meal plan, my wife and I work with people around the world remotely, and we're running like a free 3-day challenge, online to help, brand new people get started and just to coach them around their food predominantly. Do go ahead and send us a message. If you have any questions, please do the same. And that's all from me. I'm actually signing in from, I'm actually here in Bali. So we're on a somewhat vacation. So anyways, guys, I hope those tips are helpful. All right, have a powerful day.